why do I need to push down inside my vagina in order to poop? So I'm going to talk a little bit about pelvic organ prolapse. So I have a female pelvis here to just give you a visual. So think of your pelvis kind of like a bowl that holds the pelvic organs, okay? So as we're looking down inside this pelvic bowl, and this is a female model, we can see these pelvic organs. So if we look at the pubic bone here, and your back would be back in here, you can see the spine. You can see right behind this pubic bone is the bladder, and then behind that is the uterus, and behind that sits your rectum. So those organs should be nice and supported from the pelvic floor muscles that are down below, right? But sometimes those organs aren't where they need to be, and they can cause issues, and sometimes very embarrassing issues, and issues that are very concerning, worry women, because they don't know why they're happening. They're not sure. They have just figured out, I got to change some things here, and they figure it out. But what can happen is that rectum, as I show you this, it should sit kind of along that back side, right? And so what can happen is the rectum can actually start to descend down, and it can start to put pressure. For one, it can come and put pressure. Sorry, my thing is not staying. I'm just going to turn this over. So rectum, you know, the anus, so it can start to put pressure from the backside, and that prolapse can actually start to extend outside of the body, where the rectum starts to outpocket and come outside. But sometimes it doesn't necessarily have to do that. Sometimes it starts to migrate forward towards the vaginal opening. So as you look down in here, it starts to migrate forward, and it can actually start to come towards that vaginal opening. And so my model here doesn't, you know, bend and all of that, but if you can imagine the rectum, you know, towards the end actually kind of coming forward and into that vaginal space. And so stool can actually, bowel can get stuck there, right? And so some women actually have to push into the vaginal opening to get the rectum to realign with the anus so that they can actually have a bowel movement. So that is something that can happen. So if that is something that you're experiencing, for one, you want to know, is that truly what's going on? So you can definitely get this checked out. You can ask your midwife, your OBGYN to take a look at that, right, and see what's going on. If you want to get some answers, I actually wrote a Check Your Own Pelvic Floor course. It's a mini course. I have it offered for free, and you can actually get that and start to get some answers for yourself at home. It's a 5-day mini course. You get a little bit of information, take you about 5 minutes or so every day, and I believe it's day 3 that I actually walk you through how to check for pelvic organ prolapse in the comfort of your own home. You can get that. I will put the link below. That way, if that's something that you're interested in, you can sign up for that. And like I said, it's free. You can start to get some answers. The other thing that's in that mini course is actually checking the flexibility of the pelvic floor muscles, checking the strength, because I often hear, you know, my doctor told me to do Kegels, and Kegels is the right answer for some people, but some people are not doing them correctly. Some people, it's completely inappropriate to be doing Kegels because their pelvic floor muscles are so tight, and Kegels would actually make their issue worse. And so we go over that in the mini course. And we also talk about scars, so perineal scars as well as C-section scars, okay? Most C-section scars are along horizontal this way, but some of them are vertical. But I talk about that in the mini course as well, how to check for them, and why that's important to do, why it's important to do all of those checks. So I will put that link below, and if you have any questions, please reach out. You can reach out privately, because I know some of the things I talk about, maybe you don't want to share with everybody, okay? And that's perfectly fine. Reach out to me. Your information is safe, okay? Thanks for watching. I will talk to you next week.